Hello and welcome to FX Market Strategy. This week we're going to have our weekly forecast for the coming week from the 18th of November to the 22nd. We start as usual with the dollar index. As you can see, the dollar index did reach an area of a reverse, and there was 1, 2, 3 attempts to break to the upside. There was no buyers. You can see a sell signal cleared, similar to this one. There was like a fake buy signal before that one, then just did return to give a sell signal. So dollar index will be only a sell this coming week, which are the only thing could be going up if the stock market continue to go up is going to be USD JPY. Okay, otherwise everything is going to go against the dollar index. However, we're still not gonna buy USD JPY. We're gonna wait to continue go up, 50 60 pips up, then we're gonna sell it again. What could happen in the dollar index so we can get up move like this one? So what could happen is we get one more move up, then the price starts coming down, okay, or just come down. The second one is the euro index. You can see the euro index we have talked about coming down a little bit, then going back up. It did start to go up, so we expect this to continue up. Watch out, there is a speech from the new president of the ECB next week. So watch out what does she says. I believe she will cause volatility in the market, possibly to the upside in the euro. Unless she talks about really, more easing in the monetary policy and will have a negative outlook about, depression, recession in the market and all that stuff, then maybe the euro will come down. But most likely the euro is gonna go to the upside, not to the down side. Okay, so watch out for this. The bond index, we talked last week about a fake break, then continuation of upside. Then that what happened? It did fake break to the downside, then did do continuation to the upside. You can see the strong trend is uptrend, the green one here. All the way it was green, then it did come down a little bit to the red, then it continue up. Watch out, this area has been like, a rectangular area between the support and resistance. It's just getting some time after a very, very strong up move. Okay, so I think this week the bound is gonna possibly start to break to the upside from this one. Watch out this candle. This candle was possibly the break of that, consolidation area to the upside. So we may get a very strong move to the upside. We'll go to the franc index. We expect the franc index to come down, especially if the market is going to be like, in some hopes and stuff this week and some good news coming from either Britain or from, USA, China. So this will push the franc index down. JPY at the beginning of the week is gonna go up with the stock market. We're not gonna take this up move. It means all the JPY pairs are gonna at the beginning of the week maybe going up. We're gonna wait till it reaches an area of this resistance right there at the top around this level. Then we're gonna sell it. Okay. So we're not gonna take this buy. So even if we say use the JPY going up, we're not gonna buy it. We're gonna wait to go up and sell it. Okay. In our VIB channel, we can see we did have a forecast about this signal right there when it started right here, exactly. So we have made this analysis, JPY index fall and sell all JPY pairs, wonderful sell signal in all JPY pairs. Then we did sell like a lot of things. We sold New Zealand JPY, USD JPY, then Australian and Euro. So that we said this is a reverse of JPY index. Okay, so we have sold 3 USD JPY and 1 New Zealand JPY, 5 sells actually in New Zealand JPY, 1 Australian JPY, and 1 Euro JPY. We had 10 sales in JPY because the strong continuation signal or in the index that was really, really good. So that's very strong when you do correct analysis in the index. You can decide, but watch out. Later on, we sold it quickly the JPY, Great British Pound JPY, but that was very careful because we forecast the Great British Pound index to go up. So we quickly sold it. Then later on, we did buy Great British Pound JPY. So we did make some profit in the way down, and we did make profit in the way back up. Okay, so that's when you can do analysis for the JPY index and Pound index at the same time. So you can decide when to get in sell and when to get in a buy. Otherwise, you're gonna get, a little bit in a tough situation. So what we expect from this one, we expect to go up a little bit, but we're not gonna take this buy. Okay, we're gonna wait to go up all the way here. Then I'm gonna watch it. When it starts coming back down like these ones right here, then we're gonna sell from the top because we want to sell anything against JPY, possibly except rich bound. The bound possibly will be a buy. Okay, so maybe in the same week everything gets sold against the yen, but you find one pair or two, we actually bind them. If the index is going up very, very strong, then we'll be stronger. Okay. So now for the CAD, we do expect further down in the CAD index a little bit, then up move, then coming back down. Watch out, the Canadian winter will be sometimes a loss of some jobs, in the construction field. So now in November, and the Canadian weather is getting really cold, so many construction companies are going to slow down, and many activities are slowing down. So sometime some people get laid off, or they get part-time jobs because things are slowing down the economy. Then what's happened, you get 2 months of slowdown. Then in December, before the Christmas, everybody that is spending is very high, so you get 1 month in January. This usually show up in January report. We're gonna get very high, but after everyone has spent his money in the Christmas, in February everybody's not spending in January, so in February report is gonna be very negative. So you have to know how to play this tricky area of the Canadian economy and Canadian, weather and the Christmas holiday and the spending and all that stuff. So you have to take in consideration all these things to be able to play the game really well. We can see the DAX here has been getting really good, strong buy. This probably affected by the good news from the Brexit because it's gonna of course affect the euro as well. So you can see the German index is shooting up, never stopped. But you can watch this area here around 13,200, 300. If it doesn't break to the upside to make a new high, uh, this area is potentially a reverse around very close. If you go to the Dow Jones, has been affected by the good news from USA. China are getting, a deal or agreement, so there is a potential for a little bit more up move. Okay, but now is not a get is not time to sell yet. Okay, so it was a potential for a sell with this red uh, candle here, but it did bounce back up. So if you want to sell, you sell the small time frames. For the gold, you can see the stock market did go up and the dollar index did go up. Both of them did send the gold really down. Then the stock market started to go up, but the dollar index started to come down. You can see the gold is holding price and is going up. So what we expect in the gold actually to continue going up, but we may get one more down if the dollar index is gonna go one more up. For the US crude, watch out, Aramco, the Saudi company, has initial offer 17th, which is today, and they offer $25 billion of shares. So if you guys can buy any of the shares, go ahead for it. Some countries are not allowed to buy, like Canada, Japan, Australia, and their website is listed all the countries like in United States. So United States citizens, Canadian citizens, Australian citizens, Japanese citizens, they're not allowed. I think it's due to their countries and government regulation. So the Saudi government is not allowed them to buy shares in Aramco, but other countries are allowed. So you can check which country is allowed, which one is not allowed. For the euro dollar, this is our advanced gravity band trading system. This is one of our new trading systems as we are developing systems all the time and adding them to our website, which is in a testing mode now. We are still testing our website and be published very soon. So our system are going to be something like Netflix, guys. So you get to pay premium fees, small premium fees, monthly or semi-annual or annual, and you get access to the website. You can download anything you want, trading system, indicators, trading tools. We're not going to charge you anything else after that. And there's so many stuff for free. Okay, so that will be really, really good to get in, and we'll make the fees are very small and affordable to anyone. No one can complain about the fees. Okay. So for the euro dollar, it's opposite of the dollar index. If the dollar is just like gold, So if the dollar index is gonna go up, then the euro is gonna come down. If the dollar index is gonna come down, euro is gonna go up. So only buying euro dollar this week. There's no selling for sure. Only buy euro dollar. USD GBY. You may get one more up move. Avoid that one. When you start at 109.30 to 109 to 110, we're still in this area, okay? You sell every 50 pips. So you start the first sell 1920, then don't jump in for those 50 pips. For the Euro New Zealand, maybe avoid that one for now, because possibly the euro is gonna go up and New Zealand is gonna go up, so you may get a little bit of choppy movement, nothing very, very clear. So maybe avoid that one for now. For the Bitcoin, we have given a sell signal even in uh, our VIB channel right here. That one was for the bound. We did give this analysis. So the trend did come down here. It did come to the trend line. It did bounce to the same level, make a double bottom. It did go back up. So possibly it will fly up, breaking this 1, 2, 3, 4 times of this very strong resistance. 4 times. But watch out, it's not going down. There is no sellers. Looks like big banks and everybody's buying. Okay, so this we have given this analysis, and we did buy actually a pound franc and pound dollar and pound New Zealand, and pound Japanese yen. We had a lot of buys in the pound last week after we had some sales. Okay, that was also the euro dollar. So you can see the double top in the euro dollar equal to the double bottom in the dollar index, and that was the analysis before it did reverse here. So the analysis was either to bounce from this area or to come to retest this strength support. So that was the area of a buy, and that was the area of a target. Okay, so watch out. We may get it did go up already a little bit, so it may come down a little bit or may continue up either way. So that was a potential start to buy. Okay, either 65% of our members in the VIB channel last week have made a very good profit, and 23% did made a little bit profit, and unfortunately 12% did have a little bit of loss. So that was a really, really good week last week. We had, we sent about 70 signals sometimes within 1 week, sometimes less, sometimes more. We try to keep around 50 to 60 as average, because some people live in different areas in the world, so they don't catch a signal. So that's why I try to send more signals, so it'll be available for more of our members. We have members from USA, from Australia, New Zealand, from Europe, all over the place. So USD franc, as you can see, the last one. Then USD CAD was only a sell. USD franc also, the previous one was only a sell. USD CAD, you can see in the MACD was very clear. That was a clear buy, and that's a clear sell. MACD is very, very strong, gives you the, shows the momentum, oversold and overbought if you know how to divergence and conversions and buy signal, sell signal, continuation. MACD is very, very strong indicator, if you're professional in using it, Euro Australian dollar, that watch out, there is a buy signal in the MACD also. So this can go up a little bit more. So don't sell it now. There's no sell signal yet. Possibly it will be a buy. And especially we have said the Euro index is going to go up. So Euro Australian, it still has maybe 150 more pips to go up to the upside. So if it does go to 163, 163, 164 area and it's coming back, you can sell it. If you want to buy, wait a little bit of dip here, and when it's going up, you buy it and your stop loss below the trend. Your Japanese yen, I think this will be a good buy at the beginning of the week. You can make 150 pips on this one. Then at 120, 150 can go to up to 122 if the speech from the ECB new president is gonna be in favor to the euro, then this will be potentially strong up move to the upside. So euro yen is a good buy here. When pound dollar, we forecast this one to continue up, just like the all the pound indexes have been in consolidation, not really much movement. So what we expect, a little bit of tiny down then it's taken up to the upside. This is our new system, AGB, Advanced Gravity Bands. You can see the pound yen was in a very strong up move, then has been in consolidation. So what would you expect? We expect a break to the upside, okay? So we expect the pound yen to maybe reach 143. So 300 pips in the pound yen. But you have to buy it from a lower price and in the way up. Okay, don't just jump in. Euro bound, maybe at the beginning of the week we get an up move, just one candle like that above the trend line, then going back. Okay, but don't buy that one. Just avoid the buy. Bound New Zealand, if this comes a little bit down, then it starts going up. You can watch it in the small time frame, then you can jump in the buy. Bound franc is the same thing. If you can see a little bit down, then it's coming back up, then you take it from lower price right here. If you trade in the small time frame, Canadian, Japanese yen, don't buy or sell that one now. It's possibly a buy, but I don't wanna buy it. So wait the sell. So wait to sell 83 something. So when you come to 83 and coming down, sell like this one, you know, then it would be a good sell. Eurocat possibly at the beginning of the week is gonna be upside, potentially get 150 or 100 pips up a move. Okay. And New Zealand yen it could be a little bit tricky because it depends on how strong New Zealand is going to be. This is gonna play here. So possibly just wait a little bit to go up either to this level or a little bit higher and the way down, then you sell it. Because it can come down like that, go up like this, then come down all the way. Okay, so wait a little bit. Don't take this sell yet. Wait another up move. Wait another 70 pips or 60 pips up again. That potentially could happen if the New Zealand index is going up and the stock market, Japanese stock market, JPN 225 is going up, then New Zealand JPY for sure is going to go up. Okay, but we're not going to buy this one. We're going to wait to sell. As we have said, we're not going to buy anything against JPY, uh, maybe unless Great British Pound. We are done our forecast, guys. We are back to the dollar index. Please, if you do like our forecast, hit the like button and share it. And if you didn't, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Okay, goodbye.